Hi, my love. Samantha Faye here. I wanted to tune in and connect with you specifically about drinking during quarantine. As the title says, unconditional love from an alcoholic. That's not a term I use to associate with my name often. Yet, right now, I feel like it is the most important time for me to do that and talk about this. I have seen some of my most treasured friends and powerful leaders cracking under this time and going into full pushing the envelope when it comes to drinking during this time. Now, I am a full-blown alcoholic. I have been since I was 14 years old. I consider myself a blackout artist. I have drank large men under the table more nights than I can count. I have spent many mornings vomiting in a toilet. I have wondered how I have made it home alive, driving when I should not have been. And so I know the territory well. What I also know is that I have been sober for over a year and a half now. And this is the second time I've made it this far. And I have gone back and forth between drinking and sobriety, trying to test my limits, see what I can do, unravel my sensitivities, numb my feelings, turn down my emotions, fucking walk away from important and powerful experiences. I'm telling you, I know this gamut and I know it well. So I'm here to give you some real critical truths during this time in hopes that you can find the power within yourself to tune into this. This time during quarantine is an extraordinary opportunity. It is such a powerful experience that we are all going through. The entire world is on pause. Now take a moment, aside from all of the politics, aside from the who's doing what behind closed doors, aside from the healthcare, aside from all of that, take a moment to really think about what's happening. The entire world is on pause. That has never happened before. Never has this happened before, ever. So what's happening is that there is a space in the ethers right now. We talk about like the veil being thinner and the shift from the new earth into the old, or from the old earth into the new earth. There is so much happening right now in the connection between 3D and 5D that is so unbelievably powerful. It is so unbelievably powerful. Now, when you choose to drink, you are consciously or unconsciously choosing to cut yourself off from the extraordinary amount of support from your angels, from your guides, and most importantly, from the connection to your inner world, to your inner self, to your inner way of being, to how you relate and connect with oh my God, the goodness inside of your heart. It's so potent and it is so powerful. And I know that there are some people that are watching this that don't consider themselves an alcoholic, and that's totally fine. You don't have to consider yourself an alcoholic. In fact, hopefully for you, it's easier to say, I'm going to choose to lean into the sobriety that is going to offer you so much powerful growth. And I'm going to explain to you in detail how and why this is important and how this happens. So, when you're feeling pain or you're feeling the trigger to drink, and for some of you, you might not even be at the stage of your own alcoholism to think of it as a trigger. When you think that thing, I need a drink, when you think that thought, I need to numb out, when you think that think, wow, life would be easier if I was not so clear right now, take a second to pause and really connect with what it is that you are saying to yourself. You're saying, I can't handle this right now. I'm not strong enough right now. I don't have the emotional intelligence to deal with what's happening in my life right now. None of that's true. You can. You do have the strength. You're choosing to pull yourself out of your power. And when you choose to pull yourself out of that power, you are delaying the inevitable, which is that you are going to wake up. That's what's happening right now. The earth is shifting from this third dimensional reality, and no matter what stage of the game you're playing in, you are going to shift into the fifth dimension. Now, I know that my own personal purpose on this planet is to facilitate as many awakenings as possible. So this message is part of that. You are an extraordinarily powerful being. You have the energy of infinite intelligence already programmed inside of you. You have the ability to access that by being clear and connected and compassionate and loving with yourself. So when you're choosing to drink in these times when you think life has gotten too hard, I encourage you right now to take a second to think about that. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I have gone through being a complete blackout artist to not being able to find my own 2 feet, to being very clear-headed and in a leadership role for many other people. And I have oscillated back and forth because for me, feeling deeply sometimes really hurts because it is my gift to feel deeply. That means I feel the emotions and the insecurities and the power of the people sitting next to me. I hear the thoughts of the people who are in an extraordinary amount of fear. And I would be lying to you right now if I didn't say that the thought to drink hasn't crossed my mind during quarantine, but I would never cross that line because of how far I've come from it. The reason for this being is, again, that we are experiencing an incredibly powerful opportunity right now. Please do not squander it. Please do not think that you do not have the emotional strength to lean into the discomfort of isolation, lean into the discomfort of what it is that's coming up for you. So what's happening right now, as we're in isolation and as we're experiencing the potency of our own internal emotions, the fear, the destitute, the what's going to happen, the I don't know, the unknowns, all of that's coming up, and it's really profound. So when you feel that feeling of pain or when you feel that feeling of fear, I encourage you to hear my voice in your head in that moment saying, you got this, lean into it. Ask what it has to teach you, because what that is, that's the edge of your comfort zone. That's the edge of where you think you have laid the edge of your capabilities. Lean into that line. Lean into it, lean into the emotions. And what I mean specifically by that is close your eyes and sit your butt down and sit with yourself for a minute. So when you sit your butt down and you close your eyes and you sit with yourself for a minute and you ask yourself, where is this coming from? What is happening inside of me? How can I be with myself to surrender into this experience of this pain or this discomfort and choose to expand your comfort zone, choose to expand your strength, choose to expand your mental fortitude to get through challenging experiences. Choose to be with yourself in that moment. And what you're doing is you're retraining your neural pathways to not abandon yourself. You're retraining your neural pathways in your internal world to be your strongest ally, to be your greatest teacher, to say, I got this, to be your own coach. Coach yourself in that moment. Be with yourself so powerfully that nothing can get in between you and yourself. Because right now, that's what the drink is doing. That's what the weed is doing. That's what the pill is doing. That's what the porn is doing. Be with you. This has everything to do with your relationship with yourself. You boil it down, you take away all the other fucking things, all the little the details, the stuff that, oh my gosh, the dramas, the he said, she said. What's going to happen and what is happening right now is the memories that you have experienced that have programmed you to believe that you are not capable or that you are not strong enough to move through this in a very clear and precise way are breaking down, but you have to be the one that steps on that path and says, I'm going to do this for myself. That's you, boo. Nobody's going to come in and save you. This is quarantine. You got to save yourself. When you come out of this and you can look back and you can see how much you have shifted and how much you have rearranged, that's the point of this. We are on pause for a reason, and I can guarantee you that what's happening right now is way bigger than global politics. It's way bigger than our global economy. It's way bigger than that. That's 3D. That's a third dimension. That's this material world. But I can tell you right now that the air between where I am sitting and this screen right here has multiple dimensions that are coexisting with us at all times. So those multiple dimensions of awareness, we'll say, keep it simple, we'll go 4D and 5D. Fifth dimension, as a medium, I connect with the fifth dimensional spirits. These are spirits that are outside of human form. Angels can meet me in 5D, but that's not where they are. They're in higher realms. Deceased loved ones meet me in 5D. I'm telling you right now that there is a connection that's happening that is extremely powerful, and I want you to give yourself permission to start experiencing it. When you do so, you will be able to reset yourself. You will be able to lean back. You will be able to find that surrender in the peace, that knowing that everything is going to be okay. The way that I described this experience to a friend that I was speaking to yesterday is that it's like right now what's happening is that it's like we were in a bad relationship and we knew that we had to get out of it, and we knew that there was going to be a breakup, but the prolonging of the bad, quote unquote, bad relationship now had to come to an end. And so when we're finding that place where we had to come to an end, we're breaking up with the old paradigm. We're breaking up with the way that things used to be. We are creating new ways of being. We are creating a new paradigm shift right now. And we're not alone in that. We have so much cosmic support, so much fifth dimensional support, so much multidimensional support, that when you start to experience these things for yourself and you start to learn that you can lean back on these and expand your mental fortitude and your strength and develop a deeper connection with your relationship with yourself, your entire life is going to change for the better. Because like I said before, you do not want to let anything get between you and your relationship with yourself. So when you focus on that and you focus on developing that stronger sense of connection internally with you, and you can get through this quarantine and look back and go, I didn't squander it. I didn't drink every night. I didn't choose to go down a deep, dark hole that I know is only leading to more grief and suffering, because I know that that's not good for me. Something really powerful was said to me in the many years that I was trying to get myself away from alcohol. And I remember listening to it and hearing it, and I'm going to share it with you and hope that it sticks with you in the same way that it stuck with me. When you are sober, before you choose to take the drink, or before you choose to take the pill, or before you choose to log on to the porn site, or before you choose to do any of these things that full on take you out of your power, you have a moment of sobriety, and you have a moment where you're standing at the fork in the road and you choose, do I want to stay connected with myself, or do I want to dissociate? Do I want to get out of connection with myself? You have that space. There's always an opportunity for you to choose differently for yourself than you have in the past. I genuinely hope that this message finds you in a tender space of your heart. I genuinely hope that this message finds you in a space where you know that you can lean on this and you can hear these words when you are having a moment of your choice point, and you can connect with yourself deeply and ask yourself, what is the highest and best choice that you can make for yourself right now? I know that times are hard. I've been experiencing it myself. It is not easy to be in a third world country away from my family right now. Yes, Bali is beautiful and there are wonderful opportunities and beautiful things here, and my family is very far away. I've been in many dark corners in the last few weeks. I have been experiencing sleep paralysis. I've been experiencing entity attacks. I've been experiencing all sorts of things, and I know 100%, I know that this is because I am up-leveling. I am ascending. This happens every time I go through a major growth spurt. And I know that if I'm experiencing it, I'm not the only one. But I'm encouraging you to handle this experience with the depth of love and power that you have in your heart to develop a strength and connection with your inner world like you never have before. Because while the world is on pause, this is the absolute best time that you possibly can. So that, my sweet friend, I love you dearly. No matter what you choose, I'm here to support you 100%. If you are an alcoholic listening to this and you know that you have to change your ways and you need a little bit of different guidance and support, I also actually have a video on YouTube that's called Drunk Spirituality. And the Drunk Spirituality is, it basically describes in depth what alcohol in your system does to you on an energetic and metaphysical, spiritual level, what it does in your field, in your frequency, and in your body. I highly encourage you to watch that. It's one of my most commented, it's the one that I still get the most interactions on YouTube. It's clearly something that is important right now. So when you have that moment and you're standing at the fence or you're standing at the fork of the road and you're choosing, do I break right now or do I stay strong? Please stay strong. Please stay strong for yourself. Please stay clear. Please stay connected with yourself. Please be patient with your own process and feel the pain and the discomfort that's coming up, because when you feel it, you expand what you're capable of. It's so important right now. It's so important right now. Yeah, Marcy, I do also have a video on YouTube about sleep paralysis too that will help you to understand that and how to keep it from happening, to clear and protect your field. All right, my loves, I want to thank you so much for spending time with me here. If you know anybody that this message is going to be helpful for, please do either tag their name, send it to them in Messenger. I am going to be posting it on my YouTube channel as well. I love you, love you, love you. We are in this together. All the ups and downs, the bliss moments and the dark corners of the exploration of our own life experience, it's all coming up right now. It is all coming up right now. And I want you to know that I'm going to continue to do what I can to support my tribe and community in only the way that I know best. Your kind words, messages, all of it, I've been getting quite a bit these days, and it means more to me than you know. It helps to encourage me to get back here, sitting in this seat, connecting with you. So, to end with a prayer, as we go forth, may we integrate the healing and the lessons received with courage, self-love, and compassion. Our session here is complete. All right, my friends, and if you're just hopping on, go back and watch from the beginning. Love you.